Has anyone here ever seen the movie with Tom Hanks called Forrest Gump?
Yes.
Okay, Forrest Gump used an expression that became traditional in English. In the movie, he said, shit happens, you know?
Oh my God. Yes, yes. I understand.
So
I was
I was,
I was reading this text you send us. It's very interesting.
yes, I like it too.
I like it so much, too
Yeah,
much.
yes.
Roberto, my brother, now it's absolutely like me.
Oscar, I felt like a twin brother now, okay?
Yes, 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 twin, absolutely twin.
But let me tell you what happened. I had planned, of course, to go to a hairdresser because my hair was getting a little wild on the sides, understand?
Yeah.
But because of the lockdown, they closed all the barbers. And then I thought, oh my gosh, by the time I can go to a barber shop, my hair is gonna be wild. So I had the fantastic idea of trying to trim a little bit the hair, a little bit only. And as I said, shit happens. So I was going very slowly with the machine, and then I don't know what happened. I just chung, and I made a big
You have
cut.
teacher, you have snoozed when
Yes, yes,
he passed the machine.
yes. Yeah, I was going very lightly, and then and then I had a big white mark without hair here, and then I thought that's ridiculous.
It's fashion today.
Ah, yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Fashion teacher.
We are in
Yes,
fashion
it's
then, Oscar.
fashion.
Yeah.
Yes, we are
In
in
my
fashion.
my case, my wife is my hair cutter.
Well, then you're lucky because
Yeah,
I was doing it by myself and then I had no
yeah,
one to
I
help
know.
me.
It's very, very hard. Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
only had a big failure here, like about 5 fingers here. And then I kept looking at myself and I said, what am I going to do now? And then I said, I think I have no alternative. I ended up. When I told my wife, she said, you're crazy. Why didn't you wait? I said, I didn't want to wait 30
Yeah.
days to get a haircut.
Yeah.
And she said,
Yeah.
okay, at least you're not going out for 30 days. So no problem.
Don't worry, Roberto. Nowadays,
In
a
the next
famous
year only,
football
teacher.
player is the same cut.
Oh, yeah. Ah, so
Yeah.
we are in fashion. We are in
Yes,
fashion.
Yes,
yes,
it's
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And I ended up saving 20 euros. Okay.
yes.
Yeah. You are safe
I
20
think
years.
I think I think 40, teacher.
No, 20 euros.
Years, 20
No,
years,
no.
you
You
saved.
you are uh economized
Yeah.
for twice. Yeah.
Twice. Yeah. Okay. Because it's going to take longer now. Yes.
Yes, it's
Yes,
longer.
yes,
No.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Makes
But
sense, makes sense.
yes, we always have to find in English, the expression is to find the silver line, understand? The positive
Yes.
side. I thought,
Yes.
okay, I fucked myself, that's okay, no problem, but I saved 20 euros. 20 euros represents for me 10 gelatos that I
Yes.
can have when the things go back to normal. I can have 10 gelatos. So I thought, it's good, no problem. But there is only a little problem. I feel
Why?
really cold in the hair,
Oh.
really cold,
Wear,
understand?
Can
wear, wear
you
a
you
hat, wear hat, wear a hat.
you should
Yes,
put a
no,
hat.
no, I
You
have a
should put a
Yes.
hat.
hat,
Yeah.
teacher.
Oh,
Yes,
it's okay.
Oh,
It's
yes,
nice. It's
it's
nice,
hot
Roberto.
now.
Yeah.
yes, yes. My
It's hot now.
Sicilian hat, understand? So
You are
yes.
looks like Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, yes.
But
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes had a big mustache, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, it's okay. I'll have to put up with my face for at least 30 days now. It's okay. Okay. I'm not going out for 30 days, so no problem. All right. All right. Today we are going to talk
Right.
about an interesting topic. I thought it was interesting. Gloria has already read and she said it's also interesting, so I'm happy. I'd
Very
like
good.
you, yes, I'd like you to pay attention to this special, I think she's a psychotherapist or something. She's going to talk about how to read, how to read better. She developed a technique to read English or other languages better. So I thought maybe we could use some of the techniques and improve our reading techniques. So uh, I'm going to play the recording for you. But the technique, again, for the ones that are going to ask me, where are the symbols? I haven't found them yet. But it's just like those 6 techniques that the woman mentioned. Maybe we have to buy
Yes.
the book. But anyway, what she said, it is true. Reading sometimes can be a challenge, as most of you already know, because words can have different sounds, sometimes same words. And it's interesting because in every country, I have discovered certain difficulties. For example, here, teaching English to Italians, it's also complicated because in Italy or in Italian, you do pronounce all the letters that you have in a word until the last one. So if many people say, oh, grazie mille, they don't say grazie. They pronounce grazie, the final E. Understand? So it's very difficult to explain or for them to remember that in English, you don't say one E, it's one. You have a silent E because there are no silent letters in Italian. Understand? So I do have trouble trying to convince them that it's not working, it's not playing, because they want to pronounce until the last letter.
And
Just like in Italian, understand? So the W for them is pronounced V. So they say like wood, they don't say wood. So Brazilians, on the other hand, have more facility with certain words, okay? Another problem I have, the age in Italian is never pronounced, never. So they say, for example, hotel, hospital. They say, for example, ear, not here. They don't pronounce the here. Hotel, human. They say human, human being. Okay. So every language has certain characteristics that make it more difficult to pronounce English. On the other hand, the Oriental people, the Chinese people, Korean people, they have a hard time pronouncing the R. So you can tell them, your shirt is red. And they repeat, yeah, my shirt is red. And then I say, no, red. Yes, that's what I said, lead. And they think they are saying red. Understand? So, I don't know. Let's look at what the woman said. Let me share my screen with the script and let's understand exactly everything she said. I think it's a very easy topic. The problem is reading, okay? But I wanted to show you this because sometimes people have some difficulties reading and you think it's the end of the world. No. Did you see the number of Americans that finish high school and they can't read?
Yes.
Wow.
92%.
High,
90%.
very high, isn't it?
A serious problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One day I went
It's
out.
in every place is that, teacher.
Is it?
Yes,
I
yes,
don't have statistics
I
on
don't know
Brazil.
in
yes.
Brazil. I don't
In
know.
Brazil is the same. Is the same. We have many difficulties with many children how don't could read or write. Many difficulties. This like like she said, um, I don't know what I say. There are criminals,
Okay.
many criminals,
Yes, she said that the
because
largest majority of people that are incarcerated,
yes,
they are
yes.
illiterate. They
It's the
can't
same
read.
here.
Is
Yeah.
it?
When we could a children come with men difficulties read, we be very happy, very happy.
I see.
Even they have 12 or 14 years old. It's not important. It's important they could he
Uh,
read.
read.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, and in the
the
United States,
teachers uh, the teachers will be very happy.
yes, there are many Americans, adult Americans, that can speak, of course. They watch movies, of course, but they can't read anything. Adults.
Yes,
You say, but they never went to school? Yes, but they didn't learn
Yes.
how to read.
Like Brazil.
it's in all the
Yes.
world is the
Yes.
same.
Yeah, one day I remember I was invited for dinner. I was doing some service. As I have already said, I studied civil engineering. And one of the contractors that we were doing a research for invited me for dinner, invited me because I had done a very, let's say, a very good job for him. So he said he would pay me a steak dinner. I said, wow, that's an expensive thing. And he took me to a very nice place. And it was too nice for a student. And you know what I mean? And I was like, ooh la la. I hope that he pays because I am sure I don't have money to pay for this. But then the waiter brought us the menu. And then I said, I've never been here. I don't even know what kind of food they have. What do you recommend? He said, well, look at the menu. I said, yeah, I have looked at the menu. I have looked, but the names are so fancy, okay, that I don't really understand about these cuts. New York, sirloin steak, prime rib, and the names were not familiar to me. What do you recommend? He said, I don't know, everything is good. Yeah, but just look. And I noticed that he hesitated to hold and look at the menu. And I insisted one more time, but he didn't say. He said, well, the best thing to do is to ask. Let's ask. So he called the waiter in a very good English and told the waiter, what would you recommend as the best steak of the day? And the waiter said, well, the best cut of the day is the prime rib. He said, okay, so we are going to have prime ribs. That shall be it. And I was still skeptical, like, why didn't he look at the menu? Well, at the end of the night, I realized he couldn't read a word. And he was a successful man. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes,
But he
Yeah.
couldn't read. He simply couldn't read.
yes.
Wow.
And I was impressed because that was the first time I had this experience growing out with an adult to a fancy, expensive restaurant, and the guy couldn't even read the menu.
Yes.
Wow. I'm
It's
surprised.
the feeling.
Yeah.
It's the
Yes.
feeling.
So it's not strange. Okay. So anyway, let's read these. Let's understand these. This is just to encourage you when you think
I
you're
don't
reading
know how
badly.
to read this, teacher.
Okay, let me look for the codes for you, okay?
Please give me the codes.
Yes. The first you would read like I'd like, okay?
I'd.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you notice the happiness of the autistic boy when he was reading? How happy he was?
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Very,
He
very interesting.
felt very hyper every time he
Yes.
finished one sentence. Okay.
Eh,
So,
no
Gloria,
to read is liberty, teacher, is freedom.
Yeah.
The knowledge give us freedom.
okay, good way
Yes.
of thinking.
Yes.
So let's let your knowledge go
Yes.
wild. Can you read for me the first part until you can read until wrong?
I'd like to tell you a story about a boy named Sven.
Sven.
He Sven. He was in the 5th grade, autistic, and he couldn't read a single word. Not it, me, the, nothing. His teachers told his family that he may never learn to read. With my simple reading program, I taught I taught Sven to read. My story, my story
Sorry.
begins when my daughter was in the 1st grade. She was a challenged reader. At At that time, I didn't know about challenging readers. Everyone can read, right, wrong.
Okay.
Everyone can read, right, wrong.
Wrong. Good. Any question about this part or no?
What means challenge with?
Yes.
A child that has a lot of difficulty in reading.
Okay.
Challenge is difficult.
So,
Challenge with.
yes, reading for her was a challenge.
Yeah.
Understand? She was a
Okay.
challenged reader. Okay.
Okay. I
I
understand
think
now.
I think I am a challenged barber.
Barbara is
Okay.
your target.
Yes, I'm a challenged
You have to
barber.
practice this, teacher.
Okay, I need a few more heads to practice because mine is already gone. Okay. All right.
Okay.
No more
Okay.
questions.
No.
No.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Let me go back there. Oscar, can you read the second part, please? Let me just place it again at the original place.
Okay.
Okay, according to the US, you can read it to your students.
Okay. According to the US Department of Education last year, 19 of high school students in America graduate unable to read above a 3rd grade level, which is considered functionally illiterate. That's nearly 1 in 5 students of or 500,000 new graduates each year. How can anyone graduate high school not knowing how to read? Teachers are doing everything they can to help these kids, but the traditional way of teaching reading does not work for many students.
Any question about this part?
No.
Illiterate is the same of analphabet, okay?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
an alphabet, yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. Regina, are you there?
Yes.
Can you finish this part for us, please? According to the national assessment,
According the National Assessment of Adult Literacy in American, 85% of
juvenile.
juvenile delinquents and 70% of prison inmates are
Functionally.
functionally illiterate. Illiteracy is the number one predictor of future criminal activity. There is a solution, and this is how it came about.
Okay. Any problem about this part or no?
Prison inmates.
Prison, you understand. Inmates are the people that are in prison.
Okay.
The prisoners.
Okay.
Inmates.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Camila, can you read this part to me, please? In my 20s.
Okay. 1 minute. In my 20s, I went to Japan to teach English. I needed to learn Japanese, and I was told to learn to read first. I discovered that the Japanese have developed a system called hiragana, which makes reading so easy. I learned in a week. I didn't know the meaning of the characters at first. The point is that I could sound out and correctly pronounce Japanese.
Okay. Any question or no?
Only
No.
one.
No.
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 Vanessa, can you read this other part for me, please? 10 years later.
10 years later, and my daughter's reading challenge opened my eyes. I decided to take what I learned in Japan and adapt it to English. With the help of a reading specialist, I wrote down all the sounds of English. Then I analyzed our alphabet. I discovered that of our 26 letters, 12 make only one sound, but these other 14 letters make multiple sounds. Multiple sounds. Make multiple sounds, yes.
Any question about this part or no?
No.
No.
Okay. Cecilia.
I
Cecilia?
believe it is why English is so difficult. Let's take C as an example. The three
No,
sounds.
you should start at the A.
They makes.
The A makes 4 sounds, the C makes 3. The O makes 8 different sounds. I believe it is why English is so difficult. Let's take C as an example. The 3 sounds of C are in cat, face, and ocean. I was also surprised to discover that these 70 letters are sometimes silent, meaning they do not make a sound in many words.
Any problem here or no?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Erica, can you read this next part, please?
Think for a moment about these 4 examples. There is no B sound in the word doubt, no G sound in the word sign, no S in island, and no W in who. The program I developed is called Nardagami. I found a way to expose all the sounds of the 14 letters. Underneath the letters is one of these symbols. These symbols let the reader know what sounds to make. They also guide the students in learning to sound out words.
Okay. Any question about this or no?
Underneath.
Teacher.
Underneath.
Yes.
Underneath.
It's the same of below. Underneath.
Okay.
Understand?
Below.
Yes, it's the same. No more questions?
No.
No.
Okay.
Teacher, Nardagani.
Yes. Nadagam is the name that she called because in Japan is Hiragan. So for some reason, she called it Nardagani.
She created a special program, not a gun, yes?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And the idea, you see, I never thought personally about creating symbols. But do you remember that guide of pronunciation that I gave you guys a long time ago?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I told you that is essential. I would, for example, recommend that every month you take a look at the guide because I honestly, I never thought about using symbols, but I tried to explain the best way I could that combined letters have special sounds. Understand? And when I read, I always keep in mind because I practically memorize all those combinations. So I know based on what I wrote there that it's not important if I see EA or EE or IE or EI. I remember that this sounds like E is a long sound. And I remember that I need to smile E in order to pronounce it correctly.
Coffee.
It's just like eat. It's just like coffee and not cough. It's just like nominee. Nominee. Okay, like the nominee for the Democratic Party won the election. Understand? The Republicans nominee lost the election in the United States. Nominee, coffee. I know I needed to smile. So I could just create a symbol like I smile. And then I would put this smile below, underneath each time these combined sounds appeared. So when you study that carefully, when you analyze that, when you start thinking about all the words that you have difficulties with, you will come up to the conclusion that she had. It is possible to read. Understand? Why nobody says, can I have 1 kilo of bacon? Everybody says bacon. You say, teacher, but that's because in Portuguese it's the same.
God of
No,
the wine.
we simply imported a word and we use it in Portuguese. But why I say bacon? It's easy. I have here a sequence of vowel. I told you this too. Consonant, vowel. So because of this VCV, this first letter is pronounced like in the alphabet. And in the alphabet, the English alphabet, of course, A, we pronounce A. So it's bacon. Understand?
Yes.
So, of course, it's been 30 years that I have been teaching students to use those combined sounds, and it's effective. It's just, she says she created symbols. Okay, but I created combined sounds. When you put them together, it makes a sound. Understand? So that's why that guide of pronunciation is probably the best tool I have given you. You only need to learn that. So every time you are feeling, I can't read, just go back there, look at that again. And
Yeah.
funny, when the word comes up, the sound already comes into my mind. Understand? Even if I have never seen the word, for example, I know these, I can't say bird, it's beard. Oh, look, beard. You see, there is a smile. Beard. Okay? All right?
All right.
Yes.
Good. So now, Marcela. Uh-huh.
Yes, teacher, of course. The sh sound can be made 5 different ways. With one S in sugar, two S
Sugar.
sugar, two S in mission, and SH in ship, a T in vacation, and a C in social. The
Okay.
triangle symbol lets the reader know the
Ooh sound. Ooh
O sound
sound
is
is
needed.
needed.
The U sound can be made 4 different ways. With one O in move, two O's in school, and an E in flew, and a U in super.
Question about this or no?
No.
Super, teacher.
Super. Yes.
Super.
It's not super, no. Superman.
Super.
Yes.
Teacher, T in flew? Flew?
Yes, the past tense of fly is flew.
Ah,
Flew.
Okay.
Okay.
True.
okay.
Okay. Let me see.
Teacher,
Yes. Just yes.
can I teach you a natural medicine for your cough?
A natural medicine for my cough. My cough
Yes.
or my coffee?
No, your cough.
Okay.
Do you have guaco here? I don't know how you say guaco.
I don't even know what guaco is.
You know guaco?
No.
No, it's a plant.
Okay. Nice to meet you, guaco. I'm Roberto.
Don't know guaco.
Oh, T for
You are
T.
from Minas. Don't know guaco. Oh my God.
I only know bordo. Is it bordo?
Bordo?
No,
Bordo is stomachache.
It's guaco.
Guaco. I didn't know too.
You can make a tea with guaco and lemon and cinnamon, and drink three ice a day.
3 times a day.
3 times a day.
But what is guaco?
Guaco is
You can research this.
Guaco.
I think it's a
In
Mexican word.
Portuguese is guaco.
plant.
It's a plant, teacher.
No.
It's so good. It's uncoffee. Uncough.
Okay. The problem, I think, is because
it's very, very good. I make a syrup, but you are diabetics.
Diabetic.
No can eat sugar, so you can drink a tea with guaco. You can find this in natural stores. Yes. You can translate guaco for your language.
No,
First, I
guaco
need to
can work
discover what is guaco. How do you spell it? Do you know how to spell
I
it?
used this many years ago.
But
I use
Guaco.
yeah, I
Yeah.
found it here.
Yeah.
Guaco.
UACO.
You don't know, my God.
Oh, is it this? I don't know. I had never heard of it.
It's a
My
medicinal plant.
God.
ou erva da bruxa.
Do you
No,
know,
no. In,
guys, guaco?
in that
I
case, I
know.
have. In that
Yes,
case,
I
I
know.
can. Yeah, with the name Regina said, I can ask my mother-in-law to send me some. Understand? She might have.
It's the better plant for your cough, teacher. It's good. It's very, very good.
Yes.
I mean, Maria da Glória.
I
I am
make for children this.
okay, Maria da Glória, but
I'm a chemistry teacher.
yeah, I
know
know.
this.
No, I
Yes.
know you are a chemistry. I am looking here. Okay, I
You can
found.
trust me.
Okay, but I first, even looking at the pictures, I can't recognize what kind of plant this is. Okay,
I have in a vase in my apartment.
okay.
Yes. I use too much this.
But okay, I'm looking at Google. I have never seen this in my life.
No.
No?
Google said it's good for cough.
Yes, it's very, very good. It's uncoffee.
Okay.
Antitussígeno.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's because I talk too much. Understand?
Yes, but this is good for the voice too.
The only thing I have is that somebody gave to me one night, but it's not guaco. Let me see. It's what's the name? I think it's no. It's propolis. Propolis is the
Yes.
Propolis
Yeah, propolis is good too.
is produced by beans, teacher.
Yeah. Propolis
propolis
with
is good. What?
Bees. It's produced by bees.
By
Yes.
bees.
Propolis.
Yes. I know. That I got.
Yes.
Somebody gave me a bottle. One day I couldn't sleep
They're
because
produced by bees.
I was in a
It's
very
good,
old
but guaco is
house.
good for coffee.
Yeah, one day I went to sleep in a friend's house and it was very
Propolis have a hard taste, but it's very good. It's an anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory.
anti.
Inflammation.
No.
Inflammation.
You don't need it to.
Inflammation.
Yeah, you don't need to embromate. It's anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, anti-inflammatory. Yes.
Yeah, you see.
Natural. It's a
A guy
natural
gave me a bottle
anti-inflammatory.
of propolis. It's from
Yes.
Germany. Understand?
Yes.
Because his house was very old, and I think there was a lot of mold in the house.
Yes.
And I started feeling very bad. And he
Very
said this was good. And I told him, I've seen this in Brazil, but I have never taken. He said, take it, it's good. He gave it to me. I took it. It was good. He said I could keep the bottle. But it's funny
You never
because
see propolis in Brazil, teacher?
I heard about, but I never bought it.
Teacher, my God. You are very distracted.
The only thing we use in my house a lot is boldo, okay? Or as the mineiro
Boldo
says,
is for
gordo.
stomach.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the other kind.
Yeah, after you
problem.
drink a lot, the next day you get up, your stomach is
Yes.
very bad. Understand?
Yeah.
Then you
It's
take
good. It's gold is good.
yes, but okay, I will I will see. But now all the stores are closed. Unless the natural stores that sell natural products have been classified as necessary needs or service, they're open.
Yes. You can find guaco and make a tea with lemon and cinnamon.
Yes,
It's very cinnamon.
Okay.
But the guaco is essential.
Okay. All right. Let's continue. Let's finish. Oh, finish? We finished the class 10 minutes ago.
It's almost
Yes.
7, teacher.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I have to give another class in 5 minutes.
Yes,
Yes.
Pay attention.
Go.
Yes. We'll talk about this tomorrow, okay? And I will
Yes,
try to
yes.
discover
Okay,
if we
teacher.
can find guaco
Bye-bye,
in Italy.
teacher.
Bye-bye. See you
Have a nice
tomorrow.
night.
Bye-bye,
Teacher. Bye,
guys.
guys.
Good
See you.
evening.
Tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.